It's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And now the ball's out, full near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Brady now on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete. Able to get this one across the 55 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's Darren Waller. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brady to throw again. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
It's now 3rd and 15.
On play action, now Brady. Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Chargers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And now look at this. Big game. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach much about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run here with Ballard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Brady. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Brady again. That's complete on the double screen. That's full. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone from a Denver score. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As physical as this game is, sometimes it's precision that gets guys into the end zone. And that's exactly what we saw on that play. Tremendous blocking. Running back saw it and followed it into the end zone.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. 50-50 ball here. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On play action, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Ryan. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's loose. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Walsh now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Chargers nothing.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 14 today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open man is Bourne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Broncos.
They go play action with Ryan. And this is caught at the end. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great out.
And now here's another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And his kick is good. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
now. Ryan on first down. He's going. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. This is Harris. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
From the 2 now, second and goal. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. They'll run again with Harris. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos add on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Broncos 47, Chargers 7.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Robinson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 more yards. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's Brady. Quick hitch, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4. At the
they fake the handoff. Now Brady. His man complete over the middle. That's full. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Ryan. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A.J. Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 54, Chargers 7.
And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And my goodness, another interception. Ruben Foster picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a play fake. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 17, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense is running away with this one. And this will be good. Off the right, upright. But he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go.
Chargers 7.
And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Chargers
shotgun now for Brady. And this one is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate.
Oh, you got to loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. The flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
3-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
Kick is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Broncos 68, Chargers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Harris. 20! And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Damian Harris, 46 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Brady now on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Matt Bryant now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 82, Chargers 14.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Brings it in over the middle. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Brady now on 1st down. Warner taking it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wondered that number.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
21.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one goes for 24 yards. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Chargers 29.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, he'll air this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Denver.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On first down, Brady. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And look at this. Big game. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Brady. And it's intercepted at the 25. Foster picks it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did